think we're getting connected. Hello, is this Brandy?
Yes.
How are you doing, Brandy?
I'm
Hey,
doing good. How are you?
I'm doing well. Hey, you don't know me, and I know that this will be kind of weird, but I just like to try to visit random people and just try to offer them a word of encouragement.
Please, I need it.
How are you doing?
Not good.
My name is Joe. It's a pleasure to get a chance to speak with you.
Hi, pleasure to speak with you.
How long have you been incarcerated for?
I ain't been in here but 2 weeks, but I just got out of there in 10.5 months,
Oh, wow.
and I'm back in here, but they're gonna let me go to rehab.
Well, good for you. How long were you free before you got locked back up again?
Almost 2 months.
And what's your situation? It's obviously addiction. What's your drug?
Meth is my drug of choice.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that for you. Um, you're how old are you?
36.
Do you have support? Do you talk to your family at all?
My family don't have nothing to do with me.
Oh, I'm very sorry to hear that. So you're in there by yourself?
Yeah.
I've served a lot of time myself, so I understand what it's like to be locked up and especially to have no support at all.
Yeah.
I'm from Virginia, by the way.
I'm from Florence, Alabama.
So what's the jail like down there in Alabama? I got to imagine it's probably pretty rough.
It's pretty rough. I mean, it's better than some jails. It's pretty rough. They let you buy like nicotine pouches and e-cigs on the store, so it's a little bit easier than some jails have been too.
How long do you figure you're going to be in there? You said you think that they're going to let you get a program.
I don't know. I got an assessment next week, is what my lawyer said. I just went to court yesterday, and they were going to make me sit here a year. And when I went to court, I prayed and prayed and prayed and prayed about it, and they gave me rehab. So they said I was going to have an assessment next week, and then I'll be waiting on probably long-term treatment then.
Do you feel like do you want it? Do you want the sobriety?
Yes, I asked for treatment. I asked for treatment last time I was here, but I had a hold for another county and another state. And when they went to release me to the rehab, it caught. So I had to end up going back to court, and they made me EOS on my community corrections sentence and put me back out on state probation for a year. And I got out and messed back up, but like I said, I needed help. You know what I mean? I don't know how to live sober.
That's a powerful statement right there, but you want it though.
I want help, yes.
So what I try to do, I know this is weird, you're getting this visit from somebody you don't know at all. So what I try to do is, if a person is willing to talk to me, I try to help them get some kind of pen pal support, maybe put a couple of dollars on your tablet. Just do something to try to give you some kind of positivity in a negative situation.
Okay.
Do you have, you said you did 10 months and now you've been locked up for 10 weeks. How many times have you been?
I've been locked up for 2 weeks this time.
Oh, just 2
I just
weeks.
got out of it in 10 months. Yeah.
Have you been locked up a lot in your life?
Yeah, the longest stretch I ever done was 10.5 months. And before that, the longest stretch I ever done was 46 days.
Well, you just did the 10 and a half months, correct?
Yes.
So when you came home, did you feel like you had a chance to make it?
Well, I come out to a bad situation. I come out to being homeless. My ex-husband, who didn't talk to me the whole time I was in jail, gave me a car, so I had a car to live in, you know what I mean? So I come out to a bad situation to begin with, and then, what goes along with being homeless is like catching somewhere to sleep on somebody's couch, and usually somebody that lets somebody sleep on their couch is somebody getting high, you know what I mean? So...
I'm sorry to hear that for you.
Yeah.
If I could offer you some positivity, I definitely am going to do so. I'm going to add you as a contact so that you can message me and I can message to you. And I'd like to try to keep in contact with you just to see what goes on with you.
I think for me to be able to message you, I'm not sure, but I think I have to have money on my end and money on your end as well. See, I was in here for 10.5 months, but I couldn't see how all that worked because I never got to do none of that. You know what I mean? Like, everybody around me was messaging, but I didn't have the support to be able to do it.
So when you did the 10 and a half,
I'm not sure how that worked.
when you did the 10.5 months that you just did, you had no support that entire time?
No.
How did you?
You got every now and then, somebody will like give you like a dip voucher, a noodle, or something like that. You know what I mean? That's how I made it.
So what did you do? Did you have a hustle in there? Like, is that a thing down there?
Well, people like to get their dishes washed, and some people don't send their laundry out with reds because they come back pink. So I would, wash dishes, and which is what I'm doing now: wash dishes and wash their laundry in the shower to keep it white. Like when you come to jail, you get white sent if you got family to do that, and they don't want them pink, sending them out with the reds. So I would wash their laundry or wash their dishes that they eat their noodles out of and stuff like that.
And what would they give you in return for doing that?
Like a dip pouch or two every now and then, or a cup of coffee or a noodle.
Well, listen, if I put $10 on your account, would you be able to use that for something?
Yes.
Do they charge you any money to be in there, like $1 a day or anything like that? Would they take the money from you?
No. Only thing they charge you for would be like if you go to the nurse or something, and I don't never do that because if I ever was to get some money on my books, which never happens, I don't want them taking anything from me. You know what I mean?
I wanna put a couple of dollars on your books so that you can get something for yourself, and so that we can message. And if we keep in contact, I think that you would be pleasantly surprised to get to know me, because I think that it could be a beneficial situation for you.
Okay.
I'm not looking for anything crazy out of you. I just want to help you try to get a pen pal.
Thank you.
Look, Brandy,
Thank you.
you say it's not a bad place to do time at in comparison to other jails. How do they feed you there? Do they feed you pretty good?
It's better than one jail that I've been, the other jail that I've been to. The food is, but it's just, okay, they feed you 3 times a day, right? But they feed you in the morning at 3:30 a.m. Then they feed you at 10:30 for lunch, but then they feed you again at 3:30 in the evening. So by the time 7 or 8 o'clock, you're hungry again. You know what I mean?
Why do they feed you like that?
That's what that. I don't know. It's crazy. It doesn't even make sense to me. Like, I mean, you would think they would try to feed you at least 5 or 5:30, then say 11:30 or 12, and then 5 in the evening or something like that, or 5:30. So it would last, but they don't. It doesn't make sense.
Let me ask you this. You're a person who's been in this jail and you have no support on the outside. So you get this visit from somebody that you don't know. What are you thinking when you're getting this visit?
Well, I was just like, who is this? And I'm thinking, well, is this somebody from the rehab? And I thought, well, it's Saturday. I think they call only on like business days. If they did call, you know what I mean? Because usually the COs will come tell you when a rehab has picked, like, got you and accepted you in and stuff. They usually don't call you or nothing like that. So I was just wondering. I didn't know.
Well, I'm glad that you took the time to answer this phone and to deal with it, because I had to call you 3 times to make this call connect. And
I know it's hard to get in. These tablets. So like I have to go over here where we got, it doesn't make sense either, but where I can get it to connect first and then walk over here to where I can see you on this thing. That way it'll work. And that's why, and you probably heard me cussing. I'm sorry. I don't ever get visits, and I was asleep.
You was asleep?
I'm sorry. Yeah.
No worries. I mean, shit, that's how you got to do your time, right? You're the first person that I'm meeting down in the state of Alabama, but I might be meeting more people. I might meet more people in your block that you're in. But you're the first person that I meet, and I want to try to help you. And I think that you're going to be pleasantly surprised to see that some good comes from this situation.
And Taylor gives me somebody to talk to. It's hard, like doing 2.5 months and not having nobody to talk to is like heartbreaking.
Well, I mean you no harm messaging you and visiting with you.
Okay.
And I can all but guarantee you're going to have some people who are reaching out to you who want to offer you a kind word.
Okay.
So look, I'm going to put $10 on your tablet today or on your commissary account. I'm going to figure it out. I'll get it done. I'm going to add you as a contact, and I'm going to look forward to keeping in contact with you and seeing what's going on.
Okay. Thank you.
Brandy, my name is Joe. It's a pleasure to get a chance to speak with you.
A pleasure to speak with you too. Thank you so much.
Hey, hold your head up in there and give yourself a chance when you get out this time.
Okay.
I'll talk with you soon, okay?
Bye-bye.
Take care. Bye.